Good morning everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. It is pretty early morning and about mid-March, and today my project, my goal is to get my kitchen garden started. Please excuse my neighbor's chicken. She's going crazy today. It's the hard thing about living in a neighborhood is you got dogs barking, you got trucks, you've got chickens, but it makes it fun. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I kind of cleared out this whole garden bed right here, and this garden bed is just next to my dining room and my kitchen door, and then it's also next to this table and my coffee that we like to eat dinners at during the summer and things like that. So I thought that this spot right here would be absolutely perfect for a little kitchen garden, and I am not a veggie gardener. I don't pride myself in totally knowing veggies because usually I focus on flowers because that's my favorite, but I wanted to just try it this year, and I thought it would be really fun. Last year I grew cherry tomatoes and a zucchini and Kentucky pole beans, and that was about it. I think I did try and grow a cantaloupe, but it like molded on the vine. I don't know what happened to it. So this is going to be a fun experiment. I'm actually really excited about it. And my plan is to do a keyhole garden. So what I have to do is I have to add in the rest of the wattle fence, which I still have some of the sticks left over for that. I do have to transplant some of the flowers that I have in this garden bed because I don't want to get rid of them, because I have sparkling amethyst superbena that's looking gorgeous. And then I have to take out all the mulch, put in some compost for some vegetable garden mulch, and then if I have time, start getting a couple transplants in that I've been growing from seed inside, and I've been actually hardening them off for the past week or two. So let me show you which ones I have. Okay, so these are some of the seeds I've already started. I already spilled some of them, so ignore that. But I have a couple transplants. I'll show you them in the greenhouse a little bit later. But I have muncher cucumber that I'm going to grow up a string trellis, hopefully. Crookneck early golden summer squash. I'm going to do one of these. Black beauty zucchini. I'm going to do one of these. And then my mom gave me, my mom gave me this heat-tolerant lettuce mix. So it's a little late in our zone to be planting lettuce. They say that you can plant it through March, but it's been a really warm season this year. But I think because it's a heat-tolerant lettuce mix, I think it might be okay. I don't know the brand of this. I'll ask my mom if she can send me the brand, and I'll either put it down here or in the description below. But I have about 10 or 12 of these that I want to throw into the kitchen garden, and hopefully I can get a harvest off of these before it gets too warm. The temperature over the next 10 days is about in the 70s. We have one day 84. So hopefully that's not too hot for the lettuce. And then I don't think I'm going to get to this today, but Proven Winners sent me a whole bunch of veggie seeds because they saw that I was starting a veggie garden. Yes, you heard that right. Proven Winners sent me veggie seeds. Whew, stay calm. So I think I'm gonna wait for my girls to come home so that we can sow some of these tomatoes. They're very excited about the good-hearted ones when I told them they look like hearts when you cut them in half. And then we wanted to do this dragon's tongue bush bean, and they actually wanted to throw this in their fairy gardens, which I thought would be really cute. So they could have the dragon's green beans or bush beans in their fairy garden. And then we also have some pesto besto, which I'm really excited about. Last year I grew the amazel basil, and it was incredible. So I'm excited to try this year. But for today, it's really preparation day. As you can see, this is where I'm going to add the little keyhole walkway in for the fence. I have to get all of this black mulch out because I don't want that in my veggie garden. And then, of course, I have to save this gorgeous, gorgeous plant. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I think, I don't know if it's like all grown together underneath there. This was a couple plants that I planted. So I'm just going to have to dig it out and see where I can put it. And then right here, these are the Truffula pink gomphrena, and you can see they're starting to flower as well, which is crazy because it's not even warm yet. Can you guys see that? There you go. Yeah, this is a fantastic plant as well. All right, let's get started. day, so you know you're working hard if you have to put your hair up. That was tough. And I shouldn't have worn white either. I just mistake after mistake today. That's okay. So I got most of the plants out. The Truffula Pink Gomphrena, they did not want to be transplanted. They just kept snapping off at the bottom, so I kind of gave up on those. But that's okay, I can always get more. And then the Sparkling Amethyst Superbena, I got about 5 of those, and I'm gonna trim those back and cut those back when I transplant them, which is such a shame to cut off such beautiful blooms, but they'll do so much better if I if I trim most of it back so that they can settle into their new place. So I have to find a place for those. I think I'm gonna put a couple of them in one of my metal pots up by my front door. I found on Pinterest this really cute, like purple and metal inspired vignette that I kind of want to do this year. So I think I will save some of those for that pot up there. I do have some leftover soil from my half wine barrels. So it's used soil, but I'm just going to be putting it in the ground to fill up this garden bed. So I think I'll do that, and then I will put in the compost. But before I put in the compost, I want to finish my wattle fence. So let me show you guys an update of what I've done so far. All right, so here's a little update. You can see right here is where I'm gonna add my keyhole section for the wattle fence, so I'll do that. And then you can see I have inline drip tubing all the way here, and I put that in last year, and I think I'm just gonna leave it just so I don't have to waste materials and add more. I was gonna take it out and do it kind of around the wattle fence, the keyhole area, but there's no point to taking that out and doing that. So yeah, so I just took out all the bark, and the only thing I have left in here is I have this bougainvillea right there, and then I have a purple hyacinth bean right there that actually is getting attacked by aphids, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. So right now I think I'll get that extra soil and then start my wattle fence. You guys, I am all done with the wattle fence. Doesn't it look good? Oh, I am so happy with this. And especially considering this project cost me $0. You know, I had already had these bamboo stakes, and then I just foraged for these sticks just around. We have like green waste piles that these trucks will come and pick up ever so often in our town. And so I just went through right before the trucks came, and I just picked up all the sticks that people had pruned their trees for. So I just think it's so pretty. I mean, how nice. I mean, ignore all that stuff there. But when we're sitting out in the summer and the kids can be swimming, and then I can have my cute little kitchen garden right here, I am stoked. All right, so all I have to do now is pour in the compost all in this area, and like I said, that's what I'm going to use for my my mulch. I'm not going to put in any other mulch. I'm just going to do a nice thick layer of compost, and then I will get started planting my vegetables. Very exciting. All right, let's go. right, I am all done. I have to say, I am really proud of myself for this project. Like abnormally more proud for this project than other projects. And I was thinking about why, and maybe it's because I did this for so cheap. The only thing I ended up having to purchase was the compost, and everything else I just resourced. So I love doing that. I think that that's so great, accessible and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really happy about that. But then also, like I said, I'm not a veggie gardener. I don't usually do vegetables. It's just not really part of my repertoire. So it feels good to be trying something new. It just, I'm proud of myself for kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. So let me show you guys what I did. It is noon exactly, so I apologize about the sun, but you can see I got the rest of the keyhole finished with the wattle fence, and all I did was stick bamboo stakes in and then weave them back and forth. And I found the easiest way to do it was to kind of start with this one and then go with this one and then this one, and then they all kind of wove together and supported each other. And then I decided to put some rocks, just some extra rocks that we had over on the side of the house there, just so I don't track mud when I'm coming out here harvesting and everything like that. Then I put compost in. It took about 1.5 cubic yards. Is that what you say? And this is just regular. I just got this at Ace downtown Davis. So nothing special. I'm just not really well versed in veggie compost and what the right kind is. So I'm going to start with this, and then of course I amended each planting hole with Sure Start. So we'll see how that does. And then over here is where I planted my heat tolerant lettuce mix, and it said thin to 10 to 16 inches. So I think that it's probably a little close, but I think that that's good. So I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of those. And then over here, I have my black beauty zucchini. I have my crookneck yellow squash, and then right over here I have my 2 muncher cucumbers. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna somehow, I have to look this up, but I'm gonna somehow tie a string from the bottom and then connect it all the way up to the top of my pergola right there. So I think it will be absolutely perfect. I hope that'll work, but I've seen how people train the cucumber up the strings, and I think that it just looks so cool. So yeah, I'm super, super happy with this project. I think it looks so beautiful, and here's my door as I trip over my whatever that thing is called, tripod. So here's the door when I come out. That's just the cord to our patio lights. So this is what you see when you come out. So won't that be cute with the cucumber trellises kind of hanging up here? And then I think that I'm gonna do like a tutor type thing to have pole beans right there. I just think this looks so cute. It makes me feel like French countryside or something like that. All right, you guys, so I think that's gonna be it for today. This was probably a really long video anyway, so I apologize for that. All I have to do is just water these transplants in, and then I'm done. And I'm super, super happy with it. So if you guys like this video and wanna see more, please consider subscribing, and I hope you all have a chance to get into your garden today.